After years of working with different leadership frameworks and productivity tools, I've recently learned something new that has totally shifted how I view time. It's a concept from the world of neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, that up to now I'd completely missed, and it's about how different people perceive time. And that is exactly what I want to talk to you about in today's episode of the Leaders Kitbag. Hey, I'm Ben Morton. I'm a leadership trainer, executive coach, and keynote speaker. And if you or your organisation needs help in any of those areas, then I'd love to hear from you. So please do drop me a line at ben@morton.com. So to today's episode of the Leaders Kitbag, I want to talk to you about the concept of in time and through time. Some people are what we call in time people. They experience time very immersively. If you ask them to point to the past, they're likely to point behind them, and they see the future in front of them, but not necessarily laid out in a linear, structured, ordered fashion. And then there are some other people, I fall into this category, who are more of what we call a through time person. If you ask a through time person to point to the past, they're generally going to point to the left. They see time laid out in front of them, often going from left to right on a timeline. They enjoy and thrive in a very structured environment and tend to be good at planning and long-term thinking. Now, for me, the key point here is just to understand that these differences exist. One isn't better than the other. One isn't inherently good and the other is bad. It really is about understanding that different people have different mental wiring when it comes to time and time management. And when you understand this, you can be understanding of different people's approach to time and time management. Why some people absolutely love planning and some people appear to absolutely hate it. And as leaders, we can really start to get the best from our team when we understand this. As I said, through time people tend to thrive and be energized by long-term planning, building plans and strategy and long-term thinking. Whereas in time people, those who see and experience time much more immersively, tend to be much more responsive, flexible. They're good at being present and in the moment, and tend to be energized and sometimes better at understanding different people's emotions. So that's it for today's episode of the Leaders Kitbag, something that has been brand new for me and I'm enjoying thinking about and exploring. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. What are you? Are you an in time or a through time person? And how do you think you might be able to use this with your team and those around you to be an even better leader? As always, I hope it's been useful. Remember, look after yourself and look after those you've got the privilege and responsibility to lead. Until next time, folks, lead on.